What up, all my poker bro and broettes just over here at the Paris casino, playing in that beautiful World Series of Poker 2022 edition. It is flabbergasted. When you walk in to that room, I've never seen so many tables in my life. And fortunately, I was smart enough. I got here late last night, so after I dropped off my last bag, it was probably like just after midnight. I decided to book it down here to Paris just to kind of see what I would have to go through to get my my table ticket and my seat. And sure enough, it was a scavenger hunt that I was anticipating. So, had to go and find out what scavenger hunt I had to go on to and how to get that player's card, wait in line, how to find out, registering that. Can't use the kiosk, so you register, some back and forths, trying to figure this whole thing out. Then, fortunately, I asked the key question. I was like, so tomorrow when I show up at 10, or when I show up, because they gave me a table number. I was like, table 109, seat 3, and I was like, okay. So when I show up, that's when my chips go down? And she's like, yeah, of course. And I was like, so you want me to check? I'm like, please. Thankfully, I asked, and of course, what I was anticipating was I already have my seat, my table number, and my chip, or my seat and my table number. So I'm thinking, okay, my chips are going down. And sure enough, she said, oh yeah, your chips are going down at 10, whether you're here or not. So I'm like, oh shit, So there was actually a huge line yesterday. There was a huge line today. So imagine trying to do that whole runaround. I saved myself the whole hassle, and I knew that since I bought my ticket online that my chips were going down regardless of me going through that scavenger hunt or not. So finished all that, got a little bit of sleep, woke back up, got my ass here by 10 o'clock. And fortunately was in my seat and got my, I was there for the first hand, which was cool. So let's go ahead and break some hands down on this 20-minute break. Let's see here. So not too much happened. I ended up picking up ace jack on my first hand, and I put in a min raise, just one caller, comes out ace jack king, check bet, fold. But just a nice start to, win a pot, to hit the board always is a good feeling. I ended up having 7-4 on the big blind. It comes out 4-9-9, and I actually attacked with a decent sized bet, and sure enough, this guy called. I was worried. I was thinking there's no draws out there. What could he really have? So I slowed down. I checked, he checked, 6 on the river. I checked, he checked, he showed 6-7 suited. Interesting enough that he called my bet on a 4-9-9 board, but I didn't lose any. I bet when I had the best, and I didn't. I probably could have got him off on the turn, but still just kind of a weird spot. Remember, you start off with 50,000 in chips, and the blinds are 30 minutes. So losing 400 is really relatively non-existent. It's really not that important. So what else do I pick up? I pick up a couple ace jacks that I ended up folding. There was a couple raises and after me and a couple missed boards, so I ended up saving money on those. I just had a pair of threes, pocket threes, early position. I folded that, and some big raises are coming in now that the blinds were 3-6. People are starting to make it 3K. Before that though, I did have an ace king suited, early position raise. I ended up just soft calling, and the big blind soft called. I missed the board. There was a bet, call, I fold, ace king suited, but I didn't hit. So if anything, I feel like I kind of got away from losing more money by putting in a 3-bet pre-flop. I did pick up another ace king. I ended up making it 1,500 on 3-6 not too long ago on this last level. I had 2 callers. Flop came queen 10 blank, It goes check on me. I point to the guy. He checks ace on the turn. Great card. I might even have had a king or an ace high flush draw with a straight draw and now top. It goes check. I put out my ABC 1500 and it goes full. I probably missed a bet on the flop. I don't know if anyone would have called that, but I should have probably followed through. I don't think I would have got check raised, so if anything, I think I had enough backdoor, inside, and over cards to continue. I feel like that was a little bit on the wussy side, especially since I haven't been playing much. But outside of that, I really haven't had... Oh, I did have a pair of pocket nines that I ended up raising at the beginning, multiple callers, 3 over cards. I ended up check folding to a bet, nothing crazy, pretty standard. But yeah, that's pretty much been my tournament so far. So once again, starting off with 50K. Blinds, I'm about to walk in. I'm going to be big blind on 4-8-8. So now it's like starting to get a little bit more serious to where it's going to be costing us like 2,000 a round, and I'm down 1,000. So I still have a good 49,000 and 2K a round. Still have plenty of time, but you know, obviously we're seeing some big hands go around. I'm still hoping to get one of those big hands. You know, nothing better than picking up some rockets, kings, queens. My table is playing pretty standard. I would say there is a variety, a mixed bag. Some obvious players playing some ABC poker. There's some loose callers at the table. You know, people going way too far with like some ace kings, you know, some, you know, I feel like reads on everyone. You know, I don't think anyone's really getting out of line too much. You know, I am trying to pick up as much information as possible. I'm not, you know, staying away from any distractions. You know, everyone seems really friendly as well, and I feel like that's kind of a good thing to keep it like on the more jovial side, because I feel like they're more apt to play a softer game. When everyone's like head down silent, you know, and it's like you could hear a pin drop, that's when you're gonna get some like, just like, you feel like you're just playing with like a bunch of pros, you know what I mean, that are just there playing business, you know. This is casual, you know, this is what we want, you know, soft play. So there is a lot of opportunity to pick up some chips when the time strikes, you know. I'm just playing my game, and I'm just waiting for good spots, you know. I'm not feeling too frisky. I'm feeling really good. Just playing my game, you know. I'm being patient. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we do have, you know, blinds going up. It's going to be 4-8-8. Then it's either going to go up to 5-1-1 or 6-12-12. So the action's definitely going to start getting forced. No pressure right now, so I don't think anything crazy, unless I pick up a good spot, is going to happen in the next 2 hours. That's probably when the next break is. That's when I'm going to check back and let everyone know what's going on. But it is crazy to see. There's like 7,000 players. There might be like, after rebuys, maybe like 10,000 players today. I heard there was like somewhere around like 17,000 players like already entered. There's probably gonna be like 20,000 posting up 5 bills on this tournament. You know what I'm saying? So it's just fun to be part of such like a big tournament. You know, I'm so used to the LA tournaments where you just get like a handful of people. You know, You walk in, you can see, you know, this is a Goliath. This is, when they call it a Colossus, like, yeah, no.
Yeah, because
This is what it's all about, you know? I recommend I recommend finding the second, maybe the third bathroom to use, because the first 2 or 3 are going to be way too long. They definitely have some sick WSOP apparel. Look, all the doors are shut. They won't even let anyone back in yet. This is crazy. There's got to be at least like 5,000 people here. I've never seen such a big poker room in my life. And, you know, it just definitely has some sort of, you know, vibe, some sort of magical feeling. I'm about to go in right now, so let's go ahead and see if we can get people what this looks like in the background. But yeah, I'm just happy that I made it here on time, didn't lose any chips, you know. Nothing worse than showing up late to a tournament. I didn't get enough sleep. It's kind of hard to sleep when you're all hyped up for the tournament. But feeling good, you know. Made it into Vegas late last night because I was too busy doing my thing, working out, exercising, prepping, cleaning, so that everything is just in order. And let's go ahead and give you a view. You know, it feels so good to just be out here in Vegas. That I honestly feel like just running to my homies at work and being like, listen, we need to move to Vegas. All right, when girl said that we would do well here, I thought she was talking about money, but I think she's talking about talent. But this is like the adult version of Disneyland, so I think it's time for an upgrade. I think I'm going to pay off all my debt and then move out here and just rock it as hard as possible. Time to go back, but that's a whole nother subject for another time. Later, all my poker bro and broettes.